we should not officiate eulogy by any means. מריש ירחד דניסה, from the first day of the month of Nisan, עד תמניה בי, איתוקם תמידה, the tamid, the daily offering, unlike the tzdukim, and therefore, this is the days the lonely, the mispad, we should not express a eulogy, and for sure we not fast in those days. That's disputed in the tzdukim. You see more Rashi in Tanit 17 expand on that. You see more also in the Mefarshim, Tosfot Yom Tov, and others. Umitamya b'nei bei ad sof mo'ada, in from the 18th of Nisan until after the festival of Pesach. Itotav chagad shvu'aya delo lemispad. So now we follow the way of the sages, not the Beitusim, that will not create any form of eulogy or sadness, and therefore the Chag HaShavuot, that we not have any hesped, any eulogy, any fast expressions. מרג' ירחה דניסן ועד תמנה בתוקם תמידה, דלא למספד שהיו צדוקים אומרים יחיד מתנדב ומביא תמיד. מהי דרוש של הכבש ה-11 בבוקר ולכבש השני תסם ל-40? What the meaning of the Torah that said in במדבר chapter 28, one offering you have in the morning, one in the afternoon. מהי ההדרו? What the sages explained to them? את קורבני לחמי לישי תתתה תשמרו, which is the plural, תשמרו, which means שהיו כולם באים מתרומת הלשכה, that the treasurer put aside from the מחצית השקל to buy the קורבנות ציבור, the offering of the public, מתמניה ועד סוף מועד היתותם חגה דשבועיה, דלא מספד שהיו באיתוסין אומרים עצרת, חג שבועות is what? אחר השבת. The first day of the week, because they said במחרת השבת. נטפל להם רבי יוחנן בן זכאי, the great sage, רבי יוחנן בן זכאי argued with them, and he said, ואמר להם שוטים, you are morons, and he said, מניין לכן, how do you know that that's the literal sense of ממחרת השבת? ולא היה אחד שהיה משיבו, it wasn't any fool that tried to answer, חוץ מזקן אחד, excluding one, how do you say it in Yiddish, פקלח? Someone elderly person that sign house or whatever, שהיה מפטפט כנגדו, that he argued with the great רבי יוחנן בן זכאי, ואמר, משה רבנו אוהב ישראל היה, Moses loved the Jewish people. ויודע שעצרת יום אחד, when he knew that the festival of Shavuot is one day, עמד ותקנה, so he instituted this Sunday after Shabbat, אחר השבת, כדי שישראל מתענגים בשני ימים, in order for the Jewish people to celebrate and 2 days. קרא לה בקרא זה, רבי יוחנן בן זכאי said that what the Torah described in Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 2, 11 יום מחורב דרך סיר עד קדש ברנע. The distance between Mount Sinai, Har Horeb, until Kadesh Barnea, that's close to Eretz Israel, it's 11 days. So therefore the children of Israel can journey from the Mount Sinai until Eretz Israel in 11 days only. But when they rebel against God with the famous story of the spies, so that was a special decree that will delay for 40 years. That's the way Rashi explained to us for the different avenue. 65b, ואם משה רבנו אוהב ישראל היה, למה איחרן במדבר 40 שנה? If Moses loved the Jewish people, why he delayed them for 40 years? Now, there's a huge difference between Rashi, you see Maharsha, you see other Mefarshim here. Most of the interpretation, it was just dihui be'alma, just wants to get rid of this guy, elderly by to see, but אמר לו, רבי בכך אתה פוטרני, thus you respond, אמר לו שותה, as we said, מורן, ולא תהיה תורה שלמה שלנו כשיחה בטלה שלכם. You don't take our sacred blueprint of life, our Torah, like vanity of talk, you know, like show talk and all this talk, nonsensical that you have. The real explanation that we have in our oral teaching, it's much deeper, but he figured out that it's not in his level that he's going to prove all of that in a scholarly manner. כתוב אחד אומר, תספרו 50 יום, כתוב אחד אומר, שבע שבתות מאות תהיינה. One pasuk said that you should count 50 days, another one said that it will be תמימות, completion of 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 weeks, which will be haketzal, how you reconcile, that it will not be a contradiction. Can be Yom Tov shechal להיות b'Shabbat. The first speak about the first day of Pesach that occurred on Shabbat. So therefore, the following day, which is Sunday, this is the time to bring Omer. Versus Kan, pasuk that said that you count days and not weeks. B'Yom Tov shechal להיות באמצע Shabbat. That if the festival occurred during the week, so therefore you bring it the day after Yom Tov, and therefore you count 49 days, and the weeks in that sense is not complete weeks, but it's the counting the days and the weeks. של רבי אליעזר סופר, רבי יהושע מנה, רבי ישמעאל מהמר, רבי יהודה למטה סימן, that's just the mnemonic, the acronym. רבי אליעזר אומר, לא צריך, הרי הוא אומר, כאילו, it's like רבי יוחנן בן זכאי doesn't need to go there. You can say, when the Torah speaks in the book of Dvarim, chapter 15, verse 9, in ספירת העומר, העומר תספור לך, לך is individual, ספירה תלויה בבית דין, that they are the one who make decision. יצאת שבת בראשית, the 7th day of the week, that it wasn't מחרת השבת, שספירתה בכל אדם, everyone. You don't need to ask בית דין when. The third proof, Rabbi Yoshua Omer, so first one is Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, the second one Rabbi Eliezer, the third one Rabbi Yoshua. Rabbi Yoshua Omer, Amra Torah Menei Yamim, 29 days of the month, Vekadesh, and you sanctified the following day, the 30 days of the month, which is Rosh Chodesh, to bring additional musaf, additional offering of Rosh Chodesh. That's Rashi in Masechet Chagiga, page 17b. Expand on that. And Menei Yamim, that's the 49 days of Spirat HaOmer, Vekadesh, the 50 days, which is Atzeret, this festival of Shavuot, a special offering that offers. So since Rosh Chodesh and Atzeret, and they are the same because they depend upon the days, so Ma Chodesh Samuch Lebi'ato Nikal, אף עצרת סמוך לביאתו ניכרת, ואם תאמר עצרת לעולם אחר השבת, האח תהיה ניכרת של פניה. So you don't know when exactly you start, if it's that at the 16th day of Nisan, 17 or 18. That's the way Rashi explained. Rabbeinu Gershom and others have a different way. The fourth הוכחה, the fourth proof, is Rabbi Yishmael Omer, אמרה תורה הווה עומר בפסח, you bring the offering of the Omer during Pesach, ושתי הלחם, the two loaves of bread in the festival of Shavuot, בעצרת, and you derive from that, in that sense, Omer and שתי לחם, they are similar to each other because they are both meal offering that you bring during the festival in order to allow new crop, Chadash. We expand on that both in the Rosh Hashanah, page 16, and the Mishnah we're going to study on page 68b. So, מה להלן רגל ותחילת רגל? אף כאן רגל, which is Pesach, ותחילת רגל, the second day of the festival. The fifth proof, רבי יהודה בן ביתרה אומר, נאמר שבת למעלה, the Torah said, וספרתם לכם מחרת השבת, in the book of ויקרא, chapter 23, ונאמר שבת למטה, which is the שתי לחם, the Torah said, עד ממחרת השבת השביעית, תספרו 50 יום, והקרבתם מנחה חדשה להשם, חדשה, it's new. So therefore, מה להלן, when it's come to two loaves, רגל ותחילת רגל סמוך לה, which is Yom Tov of Shavuot, that it's day after Shabbat, which is after the 7th week of the counting the Omer, which is the Shabbat HaShvi'it. Afkan, here Shabbat that we refer to the Omer, רגל ותחילת רגל סמוך לה, which is close to the מחרת השבת. That's the time that we start counting the Omer. So day before that is the first day of the festival of Pesach. So we derive from that the same way as Mimacharat, the morn, the day after of Shabbat, which is Mimacharat Yom Tov of Pesach, and that it's called quote unquote Shabbat, and not Macharat Shabbat Bereshit, unlike the wrong interpretation of the Beitusi.